Just a reminder that actually the hardest thing to do in crypto is to take profits. Of course, with reference to the event of the past days, but also just generally. Profit taking has by far been the most difficult thing to do for most investors, and that probably not just in crypto, but the whole investment world. We usually debate about when to buy, and make it seems as if this the hardest to do, while it certainly is difficult to know when to enter the market. Leaving is much worse. Which is basically due to the emotional attachment you grow with your holdings. That is why we say to not be emotional while trading, but the most common problem has always been greed. I think every one of us knows the feeling of not being ready to sell at $1 because you think there is more potential, or you simply want more. On top of that comes the fear of regret, or in other words the fear of a missed opportunity. We just simply can't imagine to one day feel the regret of selling too low, mostly because we have historically seen many other people make the same mistake, and especially in crypto we have the countless stories of early adopters leaving the market with BTC under even $1,000 or $100 or just at a few bucks. So I hope this post makes it clear that you should always have a plan for a scenario to take profits, or if you don't have one, you should at least contemplate all possible paths, instead of taking an emotionally driven decision that will just be obviously bad at the end. And most important of all, don't live in hindsight. Yay, it's hard to take profits when it comes to selling moons because I have no clue how to do it, so I'm keep holding. For now. I feel like moons are going to rocket to the moon. Everyone is all of a sudden preaching profits. Very true, I'm fighting the urge to sell right now. Even if 127 moons doesn't seem a lot to some people, it's still about 4 months of salary where I live. Nice try. I'm not selling my moons until we see $10. We just had a double top just like BTC did at $69,000. So people had 2 chances now. Who knows, we might see a third one. And I feel Kraken listing would be so much bigger than CDC. This is just the start. Hardest is to survive the bear market. I refused to sell an avatar for $15,000 during the hype, so yeah, take profits lol. I'm not selling for a few more halvings. I have nothing invested, so it's hard to worry about profits at this point. Just holding steady. Especially if you don't know where the sell button is. For me is to send them to an exchange. It's too early to sell, we are still in the early stages. It is better to keep hold at this time. You gotta know when to hold em. Looks at Ops Moon balance. They're not lying, smiley face. I have a method which is working. Might help others. It is actually 2 things. 1. I always put money into crypto, which I can afford to lose. This takes a lot of emotional attachment off my shoulder. 2. I always have a target to where I want to go with my investment. It can be a car, or a holiday, or sometimes it is just a percentage, like 20 profit. For me, having a more defined target helps to keep it clear and straight. Generally speaking, be emotionless and stick to your plan. Even if you take profit, you have to stay calm to not FOMO back in, which is what a lot of people did in 2021. If you feel anything looking at your position, it's time for a break. I think it is similar to a casino. You win and want to continue to win more. But you wait and lose instead. Greed is what brings life-changing money. Thoughtful face, man shrugging. Profits? What's that? Yeah, I have learned I'm only here for life-changing money, and I'm okay with that. To the moon or bust. Profits? You buy crypto to lose it all. It builds character. Without a doubt. It is so easy to get greedy and end up out of pocket. So it is true. Do profits actually exists? Yep, it's insane how hard can greed hit. I learned it the hard way. was not able to take profits. Typical human greed, thinking it will grow more in the last earth when everything was at peak. Now I am just holding bags in some of them, waiting for it to reach at least the price which I bought them so I can even it. Learned that the hard way in May 2021. If you can't believe the gains you're seeing on your screen, that's when you need to sell and forget about crypto for a few weeks. You're not kidding. Source: poor guy who fumbled generational wealth. Cool face. You think, take losses was easy for me? Smiley face: if I make profit, I will take some for the plan. I will not eat ramen. Another 2-5 mindset up, must take profit. I apologize in advance for the vulgarity, but I promise to take profits immediately after I've come. Another low-effort moon farming post from someone that posts multiple threads every day. This sub is completely broken. Always take profits in hard and ideally private currency like gold, Bitcoin, and Monero. No, you can't have our moons. This'll be my first bull, so really trying to not fuck this up. Praying gesture. Tell me about it. I'm still broke. Greed gets the better off of me. Just 10c more and I'm a sell. 10c later, just 15c later, I'm a sell. 50c drop. Okay, I better sell at 69 loss so I don't leave with nothing. Half the portfolio at 2x its initial price and repeat. Doesn't need to complicate things and work for me. No, the hardest thing in crypto is to get upvotes in our cryptocurrency. It's not hard if you don't attach emotionally with a coin. Take profits and do not feel guilty about it. Taking profit is never a bad thing. I always thought holding was the hardest. Oh boy, was I wrong. Honestly, moons are going to be the trickiest in bag to sell. I got them for nothing, but they've also got insane potential. You are right, the most obvious things are often the hardest. The coin isn't even at Pepe's market cap. Why do you sell that soon? Plus most didn't even put any money, so it's win-win. I even love the idea that if you sell more than 25, your allocation in coming months will be reduced. Says the man holding 109k moons. The value of your moons is life-changing to me. Taking profits isn't something I'm good at. Really thought BTC would go past 69k. Ended up losing a lot during this bear market because I hodled. And the easiest thing is to lose money. This cycle I set prices to sell at and how much to keep. Getting able to participate during the bear means that at least there will be more profits. Nice post. Right next to the never sell your moons posts. Timely. Profits? You guys are making money here? GIF EN4V RGHQF0 HTTPS. Yes, this. I was just thinking again, if I've put more money on moons I'd be having a lot now. But be thankful. This is a good reminder to take profit, cause that's the end game. I took some profits on moons yesterday. FML. My problem is I set a target amount for my bag and think anything over that I'll use to take profit. I then reach my target and go over, then change my mind and set another amount holding target. Take profit from alts and put into Bitcoin. Take profit from Bitcoin to buy more when it dips. This is also true that in order to take profit, I'll have to persevere and get moons. Not when you're a car nut, are cars and crypto. First you need profit to be able to take it. Hasn't happened to me yet besides moons OFC. I think I missed that lesson when learning about crypto. Didn't know it was a thing. Hardest lesson to learn. During bear markets, so sure that when prices recover profit will be taken, then the euphoria of rising prices takes over and the waiting, holding and admiring the large balance take over, and before you know it you are waiting for the prices to recover again. I would argue the hardest thing to do in crypto is to stop loss a leveraged position and admit you're losing a shit ton of money before you lose a shit ton of money x2. DCA in DCA out is the way to do it.